Hey, yo, you ready? Let's do it. Yeah.
Anyway, mate.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Welcome back.
I feel like it's been a while. Has it been a while?
It's probably been a couple of weeks.
Yeah. So I think last year we got like ahead and had loads of episodes lined up, didn't we?
Yeah.
Whereas like, because we've had some like major people and major events going on, it's just been a bit like catching back up on it.
Yeah. Well, you've been quite busy, haven't you?
Well, you as well, my friend. You as well. What weekend? Yeah, so we're on the weekend of Coniston Marathon, which I don't like to talk about. So you are taking part in Coniston.
Coniston, little jog around Coniston, go and see the views. That's pretty much it tomorrow.
It is a good. Is it Lakeland Trails, isn't it?
Lakeland Trails, yeah. It's always a decent event, and it changed the venue and stuff. So
yeah. So what's the difference now? It's just the end.
And I think it's a mile and a half different. But do you know the checkpoint at the end that was like mile 20?
Is that?
And then you go up the hill.
Yeah, yeah.
That is now I think mile 18 and a half.
Okay.
So normally I'm not saying you brought the back at 20, but you've got 10k left on that checkpoint. Where now you've got 8 mile left, and it's still a long way. That
makes a big difference. That
so you've got a quarter of the way to go, especially with that how bad it is.
Oh, the tree routes there.
Yeah,
them tree routes are awful.
But good training, mate. Good training.
It's good to be out in the trails, mate, and doing that sort of distance. Absolutely, because you also did Ullswater, which was only last week.
Yeah, last Sunday. Yeah.
So only a week between these two marathon distance.
Yeah.
Because you did marathon distance at Ullswater, is that right?
Yeah, 28-ish, give or take. But it was quite slow going in terms of the speed I was moving at. So no real DOMs.
Okay.
A couple of niggles, but nothing ridiculous with it. So.
Treat it as a training day.
Yeah, I tried pushing, but I just didn't have it in me.
Was the plan to race that immediately?
Yeah, but within a couple of miles, to be fair, it helped. A guy fell over and smashed all his knee in. So I was like, I'll stop and help you. So I literally stopped and bandaged him up for literally a good 10 minutes.
Oh, well, fair play then.
So once I'd done that, I was like, right, I could just chill out a bit now.
Yeah, was that quite early on?
Literally just over 2 miles.
Oh, right, okay.
But to be fair, I was blowing. I was trying to keep up with Sophie, and I just couldn't. So I took it as an excuse to
fair play,
take a break.
Got your little first aid kit out.
It was awful, mate.
Baby bag.
The job I did with it was awful. Do you know like you meant to open the bandage out?
Yeah.
Like wide.
Yeah.
For the first couple of wraps, it was just narrow, so it was like digging into the cut.
Yeah, he's lost his leg.
It was awful. I laughed at myself after it, thinking, what a bad job I did with that.
I'm really sorry.
And I didn't have any to draw the. What do you call them? Like the pads.
Oh yeah.
Like the sterile ones. I didn't have any of them either, so I couldn't even put one of them on them bandages. So it's just straight with bandage.
Fair play.
But he got back, but it was deep.
Yeah.
When he
you fell on a rock.
He fell on a rock.
Oh,
yeah, I didn't see it, but I come out corner. He was like, "What's it like?" And he bent it a bit. And it all just started oozing out. Can I carry on? I was like, "No."
Yeah, why would you? It's a massive fear of mine. That's why I'm so bad on the downhills and stuff.
And it weren't even on a bad bit as well.
Yeah.
He just overcommitted in Innovates.
Well,
overcommitted in Innovates. He said he just slipped and just landed forward on it. But it weren't good. I'm glad it was early on for him because he managed to walk back.
Oh, back to
He managed to walk back to the start, and he was fine. He was there afterwards. So
fair play. And you just cut a loop out, did you?
I got to halfway around the first loop, and I was just like, do you know what? I'm not going.
So you missed the Lowther loop.
Missed down round Dale Main, isn't it?
Yeah.
And which is about 4.5, 5 miles from it.
Yeah.
I was just like, I just couldn't be arsed.
Yeah.
I was like, what's the point?
Yeah, if you're not going out for your PB, you're just going out for miles and you don't feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, why put yourself through it?
Should have really just gone left to Pooley Bridge up first. I should have missed both loops out when I look at it.
Yeah.
And done 20 mile. That would have been fine.
Yeah, you just do the 20.
I should have done the 20. I should have just dropped down. But do you know, a bit of I want to have a go at it a bit, and you soon realise when you've not done much training, it soon catches up with you.
Chasing the haircut, mate, that's what it is.
Yeah, and nowhere near that. 5 miles shorter and still nowhere near. So.
Oh gosh, mate, it's brilliant. So you literally really have, because what's the 100 away? It's only 7 weeks, isn't it?
Yeah, less than 7 weeks now, yeah. I think it's all about changing the mindset with that. If I don't change my mindset, I'm not going to get through it.
Well, what's the mindset now?
The mindset from last week. Like last week, I was still thinking I could race stuff.
Right.
And I've already run since Boston. I think I've done 3 runs now since Boston.
Right.
I haven't trained up to Boston properly, so I'm like, why am I trying to race stuff? I need to just fuel properly, move at a slower pace, and get the training in.
Yeah.
Just slower. It's just all slow. It's 100 miles, isn't it?
Yeah. What are you going to do? Yeah.
It's run fast. So I just need to go off easy and feel right, and just go as far as I can, as long as I can.
Yeah.
As easy as that.
Good sub 39, 49, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Where it that?
I'd take sub 39.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you had a good, you met the most of that day.
Might do it again.
Generally though, this, mate, like, obviously, because I've just done 86 last week, I have not got any closer to thinking, you know what, 100 might be for me. And a couple of people like had said something to me like, oh yeah, you may as well now, you're there with that distance. I genuinely don't have the pull that I thought I would, to be honest. Because, like, it's just so far, mate. It's just so far.
Yeah, and what you've done there, let's start from there. You've done Hadrian's Wall, haven't you?
Yes, mate, yes.
From east to west?
So yeah, I started, east, back. Yeah, so I started at Wallsend, which was at, so really the other way around, what people normally do it at. So yeah, at Newcastle way, but just mainly for ease, really, because I got the train from Preston to Carlisle to Newcastle, and went straight to Wallsend.
Yeah, it's quite easy that, isn't it?
Because otherwise, you can get a bus to Bonus and Solway, but also, mate, I'll be honest, Wallsend's a bit rough. So, like, I didn't want to go into there at like 3 a.m, to be honest.
Yeah.
And you're going through Newcastle at like 1 a.m. there, so I didn't really have any interest in it. But
right choice.
Yeah. But the mileage, I was just like, generally, no, don't think.
So full mileage of the route is 86, 87.
Yeah,
take.
It's weird, really, because like the signpost at the start is like 84.
Yeah.
So in my head, I was like, just in your head, get 86 in your head.
Yeah.
And to be fair, I finished bang on 86 miles, but a couple of times you do still get it wrong a little bit on the route. But a couple of times went a little bit wrong, so I guess you had a bit on there, and then a couple of diversions in place as well. But it's so I mean, even that, still 20 miles short of late 100 there.
Yeah, but 86 is, and I think sometimes you can. Like, people build up, don't they? Like, you go 50 mile, then you'll do 100k, which is, 67 mile, whatever, and then go, now, step up to 100. And I think what we call it, the baptism fire sometimes is, I end up just randomly doing it, don't I, pretty much? The 50 to the 100. And it's not the right way of doing it, but sometimes it kind of gets the middle distance out of the way. Because like you said there, the 86 is a hell of a long way. Yeah. And there's no... I can't imagine me doing 86 going, I really fancy 100 now. I just can't ever imagine doing it. So in my eyes, it worked out better for me because I kind of skipped that middle ground and just went, I'll just go straight into it.
Yeah, because what can you... Also, like, that's what I mean, obviously, I don't really get this, but what can you... You can't do, like, a 60-mile training run before you do 100 mile, can you? Surely.
No. I think with these long distances now, watching people doing it, it's just a build-up of months and months and months of endurance. Like Alex Axon, for example. Yeah. He's got really good because now he's had like a good 3 years of no injuries, just building up the miles at the weekend. Nothing... It does his quick stuff, but most of it is long and slow, isn't it?
Time.
And he's getting better at it because his body's just getting used to doing it, fueling right, and it's whether you want it, I think, at that distance.
Yeah, I've always said that. Since you did that 100, I've always said, when people have said, like, oh, do you fancy it or whatever, I've always said, you can't do that 100 unless you really, really want to do it.
Yeah, I agree.
And at the minute, I don't. So it'd be pointless me standing on the start line because I'd be like, well, I don't really want to do this.
Yeah, you're just involved in it,
What's the point? Yeah, whereas...
But it's tough in the sense of that longer distance, like... 86 mile, mate, is absolutely ridiculous, and we are going to go through it a little bit more, definitely. It's when you end up with them niggles and you end up coming, like with the lakes, you've got the ups and the downs that are pretty steep. Yeah. So if your legs have gone and the knee hurts or the ankle hurts, that movement just turns out so much slower than what you might be on a flatter course, should I say. Like if you're moving through Elter water, you can kind of walk at a reasonable pace still, but as soon as you start climbing up Jacob's Ladder, or coming down it, the body's, if it's battered, you can't really move that quick, can you? Yeah. Especially if you've gone. That's what happened with me anyway.
100%, yeah. And it's so hard to, like you said, maintain a pace, and then obviously your head gets involved with it where you start thinking, oh, I'm moving a bit slower here, what can I do about it? But yeah, and just since then, mate, like I said to you when you just arrived, like just sort of like little pains that I never even thought about, like like sat about my shin a little bit out of nowhere, and I feel like, what's that? I've never had that.
Yeah,
and then it's gone.
But you did it, so it was yesterday.
Yeah, it's a week ago today.
A week ago when you started on Saturday morning, 5 o'clock.
5 a.m, yeah.
And then you finished it through to 3 a.m, half 2.
Just short of 3 a.m.
Yeah, but it was always going to be... It was always going to be an amount of time, weren't it? The aim was never to race, it was to complete 86 miles, which you did in quite a reasonable time, really.
I were happy, mate, yeah.
Yeah, too right.
I were happy, because I think in my head, like, obviously you just said as well, yeah, good luck for Sunday, maybe Monday, because I was like, I didn't know what to expect, really.
Wait, you never know, do you?
Generally, you don't do... Like, when people say, like, oh, how long do you think? I just said 24 hours, because like, it's a good target to have, and like, I did think it was doable in 24, but then I made the mistake of watching two YouTube videos of one guy said that's the worst time of my life, and like he finished it like 29 hours, and the second person were like both really fit lads running it together, and they were like 23 and a half. So I thought, oh no, but
you got off too quick.
Set off like a lunatic. But managed to sort of get through it. But it's weird, isn't it? Because all the time, like, I have this sort of mindset, me, and I always I sort of disassociate. So I think I don't think about it until the day. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'd cast it out of my mind. Like, people are like, "Oh, are you worrying about it?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I'll see how I feel on the day."
I'll deal with it when I set off.
And then all of a sudden, the day arrives, doesn't it? And you're like, sat the night before, going, "Oh, all right, okay." It's a matter of hours now, isn't it?
Yeah, and the fact that the distance is unknown, because obviously this year you've already done Arc 50, haven't you, in January? Yeah. Then it was on to... What was after that?
Yeah, the Chester GB Ultras.
And the Chester GB Ultra, that was only 4 weeks later, so that was February.
Yeah, that was close.
And then it was on to...
I think...
Manchester Marathon.
Yeah, which obviously I didn't do.
Because with ankle, weren't
it?
But then UTS.
Well, that was UTS.
Which wasn't that long ago, with a silly amount of elevation.
Yeah.
And then a couple of weeks later, you're doing 86 mile.
Yeah. It's funny though, isn't it? Because in my head, I mean, I don't understand. I don't know why we do this, because we've been running a long time, right? But why in my head was I like, oh yeah, but UTS elevation was mental, so this will feel flat. Like, it doesn't, nothing feels flat, does it?
To be fair, if you'd give it another 4 weeks or 6 weeks or something, and recovered in terms of from UTS, it might have seemed a little bit easier than what UTS was. But because I think you're going into the back of it still fatigued, those little climbs that might not feel like climbs have probably felt more like a climb, when they might not have done as much anyway.
Yeah, 100%.
So I think it makes it quite good in the terms of you've done these ultras, and like I say, it was only a couple of weeks ago UTS.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks before it.
Yeah, exactly. So to go and do that 35 mile with 12,000 feet of elevation.
Yeah,
and
it was
then
mental.
To be back on the start line of an adventure on your own. It's not like you're in a race where there's other people passing you going, well done. You literally, I know you've got that support, but your challenge was solo, weren't it?
It's interesting that, by the way, because I generally didn't even think about that, because when somebody, I can't remember who it was now, was talking to someone about it, and they were like, basically talking about the 100 again, and I was like, nah man, not after that. But they were like, yeah, but in that situation, like, you're on your own, but in a race there's 1,000 people around you doing that, and that really, really helps. And I'd not really thought about that, to be fair. But I even think though, when you're doing 100, surely it feels quite lonely though, like when you're on that route.
Yeah. I think the first night is not that lonely, because within that first 30, 35 mile, people are still quite close together. The paces aren't that drastic, and everyone's still moving all right. Once you go into that 40, 50 mile distance, and then the 60s, that's when the gap from front to back it soon turns into 6, 7, 8 hours, and the field spreads. People start dropping out, and if you bonk, then people are going past you quick. And leaving you quick, aren't they? Yeah,
it was kind of like so. I obviously, I guess I'll talk you through the day, mate, if you want.
Yeah. And by the way, 5 o'clock start was, I think, is a very good time to start that. In terms of not ridiculously early.
Yeah.
Even though it is, because I'm guessing you were up quite early.
I was up, yeah. But the funny thing was, like, my dad were like, well, can you not yourself a bit earlier so then we can get a pint after it? So I'm like, no, I can't, Dad, sorry.
Do sex at 8 at night, shouldn't you?
yeah, I'd done the night before. So, like, so I went up, and to be fair, at Wall's End, mate, hotel was class, but there was nothing there. So, like, not even a shop, really. So I got an Uber Eats delivered, like, pasta from Newcastle. Some geezer on a moped arrived from Newcastle.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, nothing there, mate, honestly. It's like a little tiny town, but they've only got, like, off licenses and stuff like that in Wallsend. I wouldn't recommend it for a holiday, mate, to be honest. Because they do that rat race, the wall.
Yeah.
So they run an event there, but they only do 70 miles.
Right.
So I think they miss out what I would call, the end for me, but the start for most people. I think it starts from Carlisle, that one. But that's 70 miles out, that.
Yeah, and that's a proper race, because I've seen that advertised for. It's like, yeah.
There were some signs up for it
I think it's soon, isn't it, that?
Yeah, it's June. Yeah, it might even be today or something. Maybe
Right,
next
yeah.
week. I don't know. But yeah, so they do have that event. But I went down to Wallsend. And to be fair, where the wall is, there's like a little museum and stuff and like a Roman sort of fort thing. But I jogged down the night before just to have a look, so I knew where I was going. And then I was like, yeah, it's all right round here. It's a bit rough. It's just like round here, when you just got pathway and it's just like there's just graffiti on walls and stuff, but it does say like start of Hadrian's Wall, and they've got a signpost to Bonus and Solway that's 84,
right,
which wasn't nice to see see straight away.
Yeah, but they got shorter though, didn't they?
Gradually, mate, gradually. But obviously I had Fran and her mum in the camper van, so they stayed a little bit further in, so I was like, just meet me about 15 miles in, which I can't remember the name of the place, but I set off at 5, and then I think it was quite a warm day, weren't it?
And yeah, because look at the weather, I was looking at it all week, and then it came to the day before, and it was like, do you know what? It's giving it like 17, 18 degrees. It was showing showers and that, but 18 degrees is normally warmer than what it says as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I was walking, and I was sweating.
Yeah.
I was sweating outside.
It was hot because
Somewhere out.
it was, and luckily we brought sun cream, because I was like, oh gosh, that's the worst thing you want, isn't it, having been sunburned at the end of it. But so we got, so I was on my own for that 15 miles, got to met them 15 miles in, and I was in road shoes then, so I started off in road shoes because it was all just pathway along the Tyne really, through Newcastle, and then met them.
What shoes you in?
I was in the
Joggies.
Adizeros, mate. Yeah, Gibbs. All out in Alpha Flash.
First 15 at it.
But again, so funny because I looked at my watch and I was doing like, I guess it was around about 6 mile an hour. So I was like, hey, I tell you what, if I can keep this pace, so like, why do you think in your head that it's possible?
Because you feel good at that time, and when another mile ticks off, it feels good, doesn't it? But I think the reality kind of kicks in at one point, and you kind of go, just settle in a bit.
Yeah.
Just calm down.
Don't need to be.
Yeah. I've not trained for 9-minute miles, so why am I going off at 9-minute miles?
Yeah. I was like averaging, I think like 9:45, so it's like 10s, and then because then that's what you've got to be there constantly. You're like, oh, I feel pretty good, so I can pick it up a little bit. And why? Kicking at mile 80. But so yeah, it was really good, and obviously straight in there. So I just kept my pack just loaded with like gels and stuff. We worked out, by the way, I had about 41 gels. Jesus. Which, mate, also it's dead expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, if you work them out as £2-3 quid each, you're 120 quid depending on what you're having. Did you mix them up? What you're having?
Took it out of the charity pot. I didn't, by the way. But mixed it up.
One of them prizes.
yeah. No, I really mixed it up because I was dead conscious of this. But I do think you have to. You can't stick to just one.
Yeah, you've got to mix them up, haven't you? You have to mix them up. And fair play with that amount of gels as well.
So many, mate.
Yeah.
So many. And Tailwind as well. But I struggle to eat. I really struggle to eat. Do you eat on 100?
I did do, yeah. But
proper
it was
food?
more, it wasn't really anything heavy. Bit of pasta even there, rice pudding.
Rice pudding's not a bad
potatoes and whatever. Yeah, it's basically what they've got in it. But yeah, that I think every credit to you there, because you've executed that pretty well in terms of actually having that many, and you've not got to a point where you're 20-30 miles in going, I don't want it anymore. You've actually kept up with it.
Yeah, I was really conscious of that because the fueling, obviously, we've experienced, haven't we?
We've gone through before, so you've done well on that side.
Yeah, it was trying to hit
120 quid worth of gels.
So many. It was trying to hit. I mean, I said to Fred at end, I should have kept them all in a bag really, and just poured them all out and be like, that's them all. But yeah, I ended up. I just aimed for 60 grams an hour, minimum, and you get that with Tailwind because you get 50 grams in a Tailwind drink. Yeah. But this time, whereas Lakeland last year, I did double Tailwind. I just did a Tailwind and a water, which I think you do now as well. Or do you do the same? Because you can't do both, like both Tailwind.
Well, no, that's where I messed up last year at the 50, where it was I had 2 Tailwinds before the first checkpoint. It's 3 grams of salt in that straight away. Yeah, and that's what after the second checkpoint, I was like, I'm not right here, and it's because I just.
But what do you feel like with oversalt?
I just felt like I'd just gone in terms of like, not energy, just my head had gone.
Right.
My head had gone so early on in that. That was probably only like 14, 15 miles in. And
I suppose
was
you're
like,
dehydrated then, maybe.
you just too much. I don't know what it is, but your body can't process it. So I didn't feel sick. It was just like, just felt like I couldn't go.
Yeah.
And whether it was that or not, I don't know. But I'm putting it down to that still.
Mate, well, you don't know. Everything plays your head, doesn't it? Because if
Yeah.
you think about it...
3 grams of salt.
Yeah, if you're doing
in
15
10
mile, and you've not had water.
Yeah, and then have another one as well.
Yeah.
So it's yeah.
And then a salt tab.
And then so you're like 4.5 grams of salt in. Like, it's a lot, that.
Yeah, it's heavy, that.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Yeah. So yeah, you learn though, don't you?
Massively, mate, massively. So yeah, definitely learn that. Like, mix it up and just say like, we'll just have a mix of it, and always have water, because if you're not drinking water, like you aren't hydrated
you need
properly.
the water, don't you?
Yeah.
And like I say, I think there's perfect mix now. You've got it 1 tailwind, 1 water.
Yeah.
You've got your litre there, haven't you? And it's well diluted.
Yeah, and see how it goes. And it's weird, like the wall, because Hayden's Wall, wherever you start from either side, you don't see the wall for 30 miles. So like, there's no actual piece of Hayden's Wall until, well, either way, you're 30 miles in. It's only like a stretch of like 30-ish miles of wall.
But the wall is, right?
Yeah.
So it's just a footpath leading to the wall, both sides.
It's just a wall path, yeah. So like, obviously through Newcastle, there's no Hayden's Wall there.
No,
Like,
yeah,
do you know what I
through
mean?
main drag.
Yeah. But yeah, like beyond that. But yeah, so I hammered all that going in, and then I think from 15 I was heading through trail. Then there was loads of trail, and then really annoying, there's some like little bits where you're alongside like this B road all the way, but then you'll go like on the Hayden's Wall path, it'll just turn left and you just do a big square, and then you come back to where the road is.
Where you can just see it.
My party's like, why have I just done that? But it's pretty good. And then so it's quite good because you can always see like cars and stuff, so you're never really on your own.
Yeah.
So I changed the trail shoes at that point when I saw them, and then like sort of hammered it through, just kept plodding on through. But then you start seeing a lot of people that are walking it, because people walk it over like
a couple of
2-3 days. Yeah. It's a good route, and I only saw people on the middle bit really. Like there weren't a lot, because people don't go unless you're doing the whole thing.
Yeah, let's start from one side to other. Which I'm guessing people just drive to a spot and do an out and back or something. Or
The middle bit, yeah, which is like dead nice. But then I think next stop I saw, well, hilariously, obviously 4 lads came up, didn't they?
Yeah, too, right. Yeah. Some good videos that, isn't there, as well?
But I would say though, like, even though I wanted to do it solo, I don't think I could have done it without people like that had come and done a bit.
Just breaking it up a little touch. Because when so you've done the first 15, carried on a bit. What point did they join you then?
They joined from about 24 miles.
Which I think that's a good distance to do, because I don't care how fit you are and what you run. 24 miles. It's a good distance to be covering, never mind what you've got left in front of you. Yeah,
but that was the head game through me, because like that first 15 miles is the worst I was in my mind, because I got to 15 miles, it was getting hot, and I was like, this is going to be really hard, this, because I've got so much
You're still
to do.
Early morning, really, aren't you?
Yeah, and I had like what's that? Like 71 miles to do still. Yeah, that blew my mind. I was all the time trying to process, which I'm dead interested in people's heads when it's in ultras, because everyone deals with things in different ways. I was a bit like, my process was like tick off a marathon and then be like, get to 50, like get to where I only had 50 to go, and then I was like, right, I'll do this all day, with 50, whatever it is. And I was like, but it's still hard. It didn't work as well as I thought it was going to.
It's still hard because you're not moving as fast as what you're used to moving, are you?
Yeah.
In terms of what you might do to the lake of the 50. But it's a hard process in accepting that pace that you might move at is pretty much nowhere near what you're moving at for that pace. So to accept that you might be only moving at 4 mile an hour or 3.5 mile an hour, it's tough to accept that you're doing that.
Yeah.
And the fact that it's taking you 20 minutes potentially to do a mile or 18 minutes, it's walking pace, isn't it?
Yeah,
at
it
times.
is.
And to know that, to process it in terms of, right, I'm going to cover 3 miles the next hour or 4 mile, which is 8 mile in 2 hours, and then it's like you start going into it thinking, right, I've got 50 miles left. This is going to take a long time. This.
Yeah. And there's probably a bit of ego though, isn't there, that you think to yourself, I should be quicker than this.
Yeah.
I felt a bit like that. I felt, especially near the closing miles, I was a bit like, I should be moving quicker than this, but I can't.
No, and I think if you've trained for that one and you've not done another 3-4 ultras before it, and that's the distance you're doing and it's not your first time, and you know you can move at a pace for 50-60 miles, then yeah, I think you can afford the ego to be going, well, I should be moving quicker. But as a first time, it's hard to accept that even though you want to do that pace, you can't, can you? You can't.
You've got to accept it.
It's a mad game, isn't it? Because physically you might be feeling alright at times, but in your head you're like, oh, it's going to take forever, this. I can't believe I'm doing it, blah, blah.
It's such, like I said, it's such a head game, and it's such a mad game. Like, even, and a part of me is like when I'm being totally honest, when them lads arrived, like, so hilariously, they drove to like Holt Whistle, so that's quite far into the wall. And then, so legal or not, Frank got the camper, picked them all up, so they all sat on the floor in the camper, drove back to where I was.
Plenty of space in that, mate.
Loads,
seat belts and that, you're fine.
Just everyone just hold on to something. So they all arrived and piled out like a clown car, all piled out at van. So we had George, Phil, Tom and Xander all popped out of the van. But then that does, I was like 24 in there, and that immediately I was like perked up because it was good to see them all again anyway.
Yeah.
And then they all like lined up with the kit and stuff, so they came out with me at that point, and it just warmed up. So everyone was like pretty happy really because the weather was class, and we just plodded it. But then like a part of me was like, I'm really sorry lads, like, you know, pace is a bit slower than that. But to be fair, they're like, but
the challenges,
I think like Tom said something. Tom was like, but we're here to run with you. We're not like here to do.
We're not aiming him out.
But the party is like that.
It's like when Cheesy did us over on London and Johnny Groats, weren't it?
Yeah.
Just did like literally that one leg wheels and first bit. It was like 20 mile an hour through Lancaster. It's like, what are you doing? Like, this isn't the challenge.
I have to tell him, slow it down, mate, slow it down. But yeah, so them boys came and like definitely brought like the spirit wise. I was like, oh, this is class, this, because the miles just tick by then, don't they?
Yeah.
So
you're not on your own. You're not in your own head. Then you're having a conversation, aren't you?
Looking
and
at
it
watch.
soon disappears, doesn't it?
It does,
It disappears a lot faster than. On your own.
Definitely faster. Yeah, and then Chris was on the route as well. He was waiting. Hilarious on holiday on his way back. So I was like, what? Messages. So funny. Just like he just pops up at the corner there. So that was nice, and then it just breaks the day up a bit, doesn't it? I guess. And then I think we stopped again. Like Fran put the camper a bit further up, so we stopped again with them four, and then we met. So obviously, who I was raising it for, Jen's little boy. Jen and Chris were there with the little baby, so I met them. So then Chris ran with us for about 1.5 miles, 2 miles. So I was like, this is great. This is a great day out. And then I think we got to, and it was getting warmer. It's probably like midday. But then I think so. Them boys did about 15 miles.
Is there any shelter on this, by the way? Are you going through any wooded bits? Because to me, I just imagine it as being open kind of field.
Yeah.
Little wall one side and not much shelter in terms of protection from sun.
Yeah.
Like, I imagine it'd be quite open. I've obviously not done the route.
It is quite open. Yeah. There are some bits where it's nice. You get a bit of shading through some woodland, but it's not a lot. It is. Well, the videos were like along that B road, aren't we? Really, just jogging it open. So weather-wise, although it was warm, we were really, really lucky. Because that would be horrible.
Yeah, if you're doing that, because I'm guessing if it was muddy, would you then, that risk factor of slipping all the time, would it have been thin layer of mud on some bits? Yeah.
Oh, it'd be horrible.
You take the heat sometimes, don't you? Especially when it's not 25 degrees, is it?
Exactly.
It's still warm, but
and the trail was dry. Which meant like later in the day I could go back in road shoes and run on the trail with it, which was a bit of a definitely.
And it eliminates any major chafing, any major feet problems, doesn't it? And because you know what it's like when you get wet, and any problems can just worsen, can't they? Yeah,
100%. So I when I was seeing Fran at like probably like 40ish miles in, I was saying like, she said like compared to the ARC when I saw you in, I can't remember, like one of the stops, St Ives. She was like, you looked awful in St Ives. But it was January.
In January, it was 2 degrees. It was raining sideways. And you're wet from start to finish.
I do think that was the worst day of my life. That I do think, like physically, as in a run. That's probably the worst day of my life. It was awful. But then I think because you've got that banked in your head, you're like, oh, I feel all right, really. I know I've got a long way to do, but I actually feel all right. So I think them boys took me pretty much to halfway. Funny though, because they got picked up, but they had to like walk across the field to go and like get picked up. So I was like, "Oh, see you later, lads." I like just watched them leave, just stood there watching them. Like, oh,
it's not like they just stopped and you've carried on. Is it? Just brilliant.
So it was funny that. So they were a massive help. I carried on then on my own for a bit longer, So what was really good was Fran took them back to Holt Whistle to get to their car, but then Simon had got the train to Holt Whistle, so he was already there.
Right,
so he was like doing shift 2.
Right, fair play.
Which is unbelievable. So then she picked him up, and then that's when I was telling you before you came in, when I was like in this bit where it's loads of climbing. It's like where the real bit of the wall is, where loads of people go hiking at. And it was tough, really tough.
So what are you talking elevation wise? Are you talking like round White Coppice sort of style, Rivy?
Yeah,
the lakes? Are we?
Not lakes, more like round us, so like 700 feet, that sort of vibe it was. Like,
so it's still as one climb.
Yeah, and then a bit rolling.
Right. So you're good bits then, aren't you?
Yeah.
Especially I know when you weren't expecting it.
I know. Well, you know what though? I knew it was going to happen, because I said to Simon where he was meeting me, I'd looked at the map and been like, well, that's where the most climbs are, so I'll get my poles. But I forget. I left the poles in van. Totally forgot. So I was on my own, just sort of mooching up them. So there were quite a bit of walking really, and like little bits of jogging. But then when you're like 40 odd miles in, the steps get horrible, don't they? And like the rocky descents get horrible.
Yeah, and because your legs are tired, you take them easier, don't you? So things naturally slow down.
Oh yeah, I'm soft as out on the downhills anyway.
Well, there's no point going for it, is there?
No.
You're not in a 5k race where you want to get down it quick, are you?
That's the other thing.
And you're doing less damage, not jumping down them.
Yeah.
And just taking your time with them. So you're sensible with that.
That's it, yeah. A lot of times I think like that's what I have to remember as well. Like, look, I'm not racing here, so don't worry about it. And again, the only reason I was picking it up was like ego, because I was like, I wanted to do it under 24, so I need to make sure I'm doing it. But yeah, so that was really very up and down. But then Simon was then stood there waiting at like the before that, so I ran out of water at this point, and then I said to Fran, I could do some water if you get chance. And then she was like, oh, because I had a tracker, and I hired a tracker, by the way, which was really good.
It was great, that.
Yeah.
Literally, it updated so much.
It was really good, yeah. So I hired that from Kong Running, by the way, in Keswick.
Yep.
So if you're ever doing like events, you just send them it was Alex Atkinson that told me about this. You send your GPX tracker to, so your GPX route to them, and then they will build you like the website, send you the tracker in the post the day before. You turn it on like half an hour before, and then you get signal, walk down, and then it picks you up, and then you're off.
It. So you send them the route, they load it up, and it's then built in to show everyone, because it was bang on. It didn't go off Route 1 to it.
It was really good, because the route itself I just got from a map book I bought, but that's why it didn't have any checkpoints or anything.
Yeah,
you could upload it yourself.
So if you wanted to, you could have built it yourself and gone, right, I've got checkpoint here, but there's no real need to, is there?
And I don't know how to.
Yeah, but it didn't matter, did it? Or is it checkpoint 1 now? There is no checkpoint 1, you know that?
Yeah, the only thing like my mum was saying is that I don't know how far you'd done, because it didn't say.
I was on Apple Maps, should I say, so I was like just picking the closest kind of village to where you were, and then doing it. The route wasn't exact, but it was a rough guide of it. So I knew if you were 40, 30, 20 miles away, sort of thing, roughly.
It was funny because like Adam sent me a voice note at one point going like, only 16 to go, and I was like, I think it was about 30 miles to go at that point. I was like, don't say that, but yeah, just because on the map you can't tell, can you? But it was so good. And then Simon, to be fair to him, like he was coming and saying like, I'll do a marathon distance with you, which might get you to like just short of Carlisle or whatever, but he ended up doing 28 miles with me. Jeez. Which he's doing Leyland 50 for the first time.
Good training for him. Good training for him.
Perfect for him. I said like, if you can just, because then I suppose the other thing is he's looking at what it's like to do an ultra, because you don't have to be running all the time, do you?
No, he's probably had a good experience in terms of like the pace, just an experience of the pace moving,
just fueling, fueling, movement, keep on just plodding, and then again running with somebody is quite helpful. We have poles out, so a bit because I don't use poles a lot, mate, so it's good to just
they work though, don't they? When it comes to it, I think if you get them right on the downhills, they can be great.
Yeah,
in terms you can just stab them anywhere, can't you?
Yeah,
you literally stab them anywhere. But on the ups are so beneficial.
The ups makes a huge difference.
They are.
Yeah, I think this year I'll probably use them at the 50.
Yeah, and
didn't do last year
because you can soon, if you can whip them back in with quiver, they're not a pain.
Yeah,
Fusedale and that, they're ideal to use.
Yeah,
but once you've done them bits, you can put them back in. You're done then, aren't you?
Yeah, because really you're not using them again for another 5-6 miles.
Yeah, so you're fine with them. But yeah, get used. Yeah.
Did you use them last week?
No, I didn't use them though.
No. I suppose unless you're doing like Galborough.
Yeah, but even that though, it's just steps. So
Yeah.
you're not really that bad terrain.
Yeah.
I guess it wasn't horrific on yours either, was it? Do you know why?
No, it was probably good for Paul's actually because it was just rolling. So
Yeah.
like every time you hit a hill, you were like, right, things
go
back
again,
out.
mate. Yeah.
But then it gets like it goes really fieldy again, and then like obviously we were coming through loads of fields with cows in them and stuff. So I mean I don't know what you're like with fields full of cows, but oh yeah, it was a bit weird.
Depends if they're shifty looking.
Some of them are mental
some
though, aren't
cows
they?
are like, yeah, all right. Some of them aren't, and you never know if there's a bull just wandering around.
Yeah.
Either. You just don't know.
You see signposts with bull pit hour.
Yeah, especially if you're like 70 miles deep as well.
I just kept telling myself, well, if they're on this public path, they must be all right.
Yeah, you got your paws anyway, haven't you?
Yeah, what pocket out?
Just, I won't want to get one of them carbon fibre ones.
To be fair, yeah. But there was
Didn't get any cows with it, did you?
no, just back on back. But it's funny because like as well I was laughing because we were going through these fields and Simon's like, never split the cows. I said, what do you mean? So apparently this is the thing. Right? So if you're walking through a field of
Bear
cows,
Grylls over it.
I know, honestly, I was like, what do you mean? So if you're walking through a field of cows, go around them, not like through them.
Right.
But then like, farmers go bombing through them, don't they?
Yeah. I've split cows before. Nothing
Have
like
you?
happened. Yeah.
Do they not freak you out, the cows?
If they just stood there, like there was some last week, and they were just basically stood there, a bit of a gap in between us, just walked in between them. They were just
Yeah.
looking at you because they're never going to do it.
No.
And I think if they do follow you, it's more in terms of like they're just questioning what you're doing.
Yeah, curiosity.
Yeah, that's all it is. So yeah, don't be afraid of cows. It's a
No.
bull, innit? Beware of the bull. That's
The
what you
bull.
watch out for.
The bull's the one. But yeah, it was funny because like we were going through these little fields of cows and stuff, and it was alright. And then the only time I had real issues with actually a bit later on with like the cow thing, I just got used to it, wasn't bothered, kept moving. And then I think it was about 1 a.m, went through this field. I just stopped and I stuck. Obviously, I had a head torch on. I came through into this field, and then like I got over sort of a brow of a hill, and like 50 pairs of eyes like lit up, you know, because you got
Yeah,
the
you can
thing
see
on.
with head torch.
Yeah, and it was quite a long field, and I could see the fence we were getting to, but then all these cows, like, they all got up at the same time and started walking towards me, and I genuinely shit myself, because I was like, what is going on? So I was like talking to her, I'll be on at 1 o'clock in the morning, it's alright, I'm only coming through, but I was terrified, mate.
It happened.
No, they just followed me.
Just followed you a little bit, and
But I was a bit freaked out.
I think it's the eyes. Well, I had that when I first started training up at Coppice doing a couple of
Yeah.
nights, and it was sheep. And I come over white Coppice, and it was like just loads of eyes.
It's
And
freaky,
that
mate.
first initial thing was like, what's going on here?
Yeah, it's
And
really
then
freaky.
once you kind of move a little bit, you start to settle, and you realise what's going on.
Yeah, it's just...
because there ain't 50 people in the field.
Oh,
waiting
yeah, no,
for you
what,
to-
yeah. But I guess your head's a bit mushing at
Yeah,
that
it is,
point.
yeah.
But yeah, so to be fair, he ran with me until like head torch territory really, and that a lot of that was field, and then we got to just shy of Carlisle, so probably had about 20 miles to go. Then I changed back into the road shoes then.
Yeah.
So I went to so I had them on runners again. I wore
Yeah,
them
decent.
Cloud Ultra 3s. They are. I really like them.
Comfy.
Really like them. Yeah, I do. They are comfy.
Stability ones sort of thing, and that. Do you feel like you can do a bit in them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they are quite stable.
Which
Well,
is good.
Wet Rock, obviously at UTS, I was a little bit cautious in them.
Yeah.
Because they've not got massive lugs on them, but stack height's really high, so they're comfy.
Yeah.
And that for me at the minute, I'm just like, I just need to get through the distance without blistering.
Yeah.
To
yeah. And
max,
if they
but-
work, don't they?
Yeah. But I have gone up half a size, and I do think that's made a huge
A better
difference.
way, yeah.
So I don't know whether, you know, when you're coming down hills and you're bumping out of the front of your shoe.
Yeah.
I'm a bit like, maybe it's just been that, and maybe I should just go up half a size.
Yeah,
in
because
a
half
bowl.
a size it does make a difference with
Yeah.
you. Especially when you're a lot of descent. It's like in the 50, you've got a lot of descent, haven't you?
Yeah.
And if you're doing that over and over, yeah. If
Discomfort,
if
innit?
Yeah, but if it's working, then it's working.
Yeah, maybe. What are you in for? Well, what were you in for Ullswater? The Hockers?
The hockey, yeah.
Yeah. Because you're comfy in them, aren't you? Like,
Yeah, but I enjoy them. No issues with them. They're quite low as well in terms of, I'm not really worried about my ankle going on them.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I think we have the Zagamas, the Innovate ones and stuff. I just felt like not really secure in them. Well, these
Yeah.
ones I feel pretty good in them. So I think I'll be wearing them for my next few trail ones, just to see that and make sure I'm not blistering.
Wear them at Coniston.
Wear them at Coniston, yeah, and see how they hold up. But nothing holds a wet rock, does it? So.
Well, that's the other thing, isn't it? Yeah, you're never going to get this shit.
Nothing. You can wear your. I think Sophie's got them new On ones and they're like 5mm lugs.
Right.
But they claim that you're going to hold on wet rock. Nothing holds on wet rock.
No.
I don't care who you are.
No.
Unless you're a walrus, you're not holding on wet rock, are you?
Such a specific animal choice.
Then again, I don't think they're holding on to wet rock, are they?
Walrus skin shoes coming your way, mate. So are they them On ones? Is it the Ultra one?
No, the trail ones she's got.
There's three. It's a three.
I think it's just trail and ultra.
Oh, just two, right? Okay.
I don't. To be fair, when we were in the climber shop, I think we spoke to the I think it was the director,
Right.
And one of his mates, and he was advising us to take the trail ones for the ultra runs.
All right. Okay.
Which I don't think he needed to, because
Yeah.
I thought he'd want to try and sell his ultra shoes. But he was quite honest and said, no, for what you need, it'll be the trail ones.
And why though? What do you need compared to the Ultra?
Well, he just said they were better.
Right,
He
brilliant.
just said they were better.
I guess it's preference though, isn't it?
Which is preference with it.
Yeah.
But as him trying to sell his trainers, like if they said the ultras are better, they think the ultras are a little bit firmer,
Right.
and they're just designed for that full on ultra distance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where the trail ones will get you around ultra distance, but I just don't think they'll have the stability come 60, 70, 80 miles. I think that's the difference with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're doing a 50, I think the trail ones will be more than fine for it.
Yeah. And we'll ask Holsworth, mate. He'll have a pair of.
Yeah, he's got them both, hasn't he? Yeah, but I think he's got the trail ones. He's got the
Yeah,
trail
better,
ones. Yeah,
better.
yeah.
There you go, mate.
Just they are comfy. I try to put on. They are comfy. They're just a bit softer.
Right.
A bit softer.
The thing is though, mate, we've been at this game now for what trail running must be 6 years
Yeah.
pre-COVID.
Yeah.
Pre-COVID, wasn't it?
21 5 valleys.
Yeah. Oh, don't talk
But
about
racing, yeah.
yeah. Whatever brought it up, mate.
Alex Jackson did it a few weeks ago, didn't he?
Brought it up.
He had it on his
Oh, he did the valleys,
Yeah, he
sorry.
did the 5 valleys with it. I don't know who he did it with, but I was like, don't be posting.
Yeah, what are you doing
Don't
that for,
mention
mate?
that.
What
He
you
said
doing
it was
that for?
horrific, so I was delighted when he said.
Yeah,
Relentless.
We warned people about it. They know about it, but it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
Enough
don't
of
talk about it. But again, though, what I'm saying is you're chasing these shoes, aren't you? And even now, I've literally got a pair of Mount to Coast, a pair of Ultras, and then these on running ones, and I'm like, just nice to have a pair that you like in it, and you can sort of, because I must admit, I think we talked about this before, the Innovators now, I'm struggling with them, me. I can't get on with them. They feel like it wears away a bit at the side now, and
yeah. Well, that's what the Om guy was saying. It was like every Innovate pair of sin was that one area.
Really, so weird.
Literally that one area, because I think Danny Swift had a picture of that on where it had gone. And it's a shame, and like I said, that guy that gashed his leg, it was the Innovators.
Was it? Yeah.
And I was looking at the trainer, I was like, oh God, Innovators.
Yeah.
He was like, oh, they've been comfy. I was like, well, yeah, but look at your knee.
Yeah.
Look at your knee.
Your knee's not comfy, mate, is it?
I think there's just such better. There's all-round trainers now. There's a lot better out there than what they innovate. So I think they serve a job for the lower distance. They do. But I think your ultra distance, I think you need to venture somewhere else.
Yeah, and it's an expensive hobby trying them all out, isn't it? Because even that Solomon Ultra Guide, they get a really good rep. Have you got them?
I've not had them though.
Right,
I've tried them on, but they were comfy. But they're 230 quid, aren't they?
I know. It's ridiculous, isn't it? But that's the good thing for this one I was doing, was that I was able, because we had the van, to change trainers.
Yeah.
And I think
it's a nice luxury that.
Oh, it's
Going,
brilliant.
do you know what? I can change my socks. I can change this.
Yeah.
You know, like,
I mean, I think I only changed socks once, because half the time you're that deep into it, you just think, it's fine, I'll just move on.
yeah.
But yeah, I got some good advice, basically saying if you do feel something like a foot issue, just change it straight away.
Yeah.
And the only time I really got it was I was probably about 6 or 7 miles from the end, and then at that point I was just like, I'm just going to deal with it.
79 miles, and aren't you?
Yeah.
You know, you're not then going through another night where you're like, right, I need to mix it up here.
Battle through, don't you?
Yeah. If you got that far, you've done well with that.
Yeah. But I've noticed though, because like after UTS and even after this to a point, I was actually walking all right, which then says to me the biggest issue with the walking the day after has been like blisters, which is mental to me. So just something you need to sort in it. So I were covered in trail skin, mate. I think the technique is to do the trench foot cream first, and then put that ultra. What's it called? The anti-chafe salve on top. That's what I've done.
Keeps it in.
Yeah,
sort of thing.
Yeah, sort of boxes it in, I guess.
Yeah,
but it was good. It's comfy. So yeah, it was. So he got me to. So Simon, we loads of bits in like fields and stuff alongside the wall and that. So he got me to pretty much Carlisle. So it started going dark in Carlisle.
Yeah.
Because he then went back to his car, and I had what 16 miles to do at that point. And on paper, mate,
60 miles and both corners, isn't it?
Cruise it, mate.
But it's if it was the first 16, you can't compare that first 15 to the last 15, can you?
Yeah.
You can't. It's a different ball game completely.
Exactly. But from the comfort of your own home, mate, with a cup of tea, you're like, oh, I'll smash that last.
Oh yeah.
That last bit's easy. It's flat. But it generally did not feel flat at all. And all we kept doing, like me and Si, with the run, to be fair, was like we'd get to a bit where it looked like it was a bit of a down. I'd be like, right, come on, let's like just tickle it over here. And we were doing like 15-ish minute mile in at the end. But
it's good going, that still.
Yeah,
it is good going, because if you're doing that over and over 20 miles, you're soon ticking it off.
Yeah,
like you are.
Yeah, it was nice to do the 15 because I was like, well, I know that's for an hour, and it was just, but it just kept going really forever. And then I think I got to a point where we were just about before Carlisle, and I sort of said, I think it's going to be 24 hours this actually, because we've really slowed down. But when I was looking at it, we hadn't really. But like your head goes a bit.
You're trying to work it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't get my head around what I was doing, the pace wise, and then went to this bit of trails, and then because of the route as well, like. Did get lost a couple of times because outside of Carlisle was just weird. It sort of went like loads of different trails. In this,
you came. I think there was one bit where you came down.
Oh, I think
it was in either an airport at some point. Where you come down, and you end up coming back up off the route, which is what it was.
Oh, I was well off. You know what the funny thing was? At that point when I went well off route was the minute Simon left. So as soon as he left, I just went off route immediately, and I'd gone
straight. Because
I went down the main road in Carlisle, and they drove past me in the van, and I think Simon was like, "What's he doing? Why is he there?" So like I had to. I got maps out, and I found my way back to the route just by going through this massive industrial estate. It was weird, but then when it's dark, everything's a bit weirder in it, and like
you're not switched on as much as what you were.
It's weird that though, isn't it? So I've never really had that.
That's just your brain. I think you're lacking energy, aren't you? You're coming into your second night again, I guess. Sort of thing,
I suppose so, really.
24 hours awake, aren't you? Well, give or take.
It were long, and like that's where I think, my head had I didn't like people's things with like hallucinations and stuff. It wasn't that, but like there were bits where I remember we were alongside. Me and Simon were on this like trail alongside a road. And I was like thinking the cars were on our trail, and I was like, "Oh yeah, mate, we need to move." And he was like, "No, they're on the road, mate. Like we're not." And I was a bit like, "All right," but I couldn't get my head around it when I seen the cars coming. Right, so strange.
Yeah.
So like something stupid like that.
But that is just your brain, just brain fog in it. Essentially,
it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. Because you're just not feeling. But if you sat in your front room from 5 o'clock in the morning through to 2 o'clock the next morning, like. You'd have times you'd be like, I'm knackered here, or what the hell's going on? You would. You would, just doing nothing, never mind moving.
Yeah.
And trying to have your coordination and your wits about you and everything else with it.
And thinking, and the funny thing was that I couldn't eat, like I was struggling to eat, and I didn't really want to eat. So I was having the gels and the drinks and stuff, but like Fran had prepared these like 3 boxes of pesto pasta, and I was like, oh no, I can't eat it. So she's like, well, I've got some potatoes. So I had these like a box of like boiled potatoes.
Some potatoes. Your mum might have put a picture on with it.
Oh mate, they just got yellower and yellower.
As you go, yeah.
And then the last bit, I was like, nah, I don't think I want any more of them. But yeah, we just kept plodding really. And then as soon as I left, I was like, mate, like here we go now, innit? Pretty much.
Yeah.
But it just felt like even that took forever just to get that done.
But it does though.
Yeah, it does.
It does. You're moving, like I say, 4 miles an hour, aren't you?
Yeah. That's what I can't wrap my head around. So coming in, it was like and also the last bit is quite boring. It's just one long road, and you're sort of up and down, and like up a bit of road, down a bit of road, kind of a bit of trail, but like mainly following this road to the end of like Bonus and Solway. And I was just like, this is just going on forever, this road. It's like, it got to those hours, and I was a bit like, this is now... I think I come in like 21:47, so just under 22, which to be honest I was dead happy with. I think in my head I had like, I wonder if I could do 20. I think that was like the dream.
Yeah, but you don't know the route.
Nah, I didn't know the route. Yeah.
Like if you knew the route now, you know what was going on, where it was, and everything else. Like it's first time on the route.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Literally, and the night as well.
Yeah, the night is horrendous, isn't it? But yeah, it was finally came into like Bonus and Solway like 2:47, I guess, then, in that case. Yeah, because it was just, under. And that's the thing I couldn't get my head around. I was like, I'm not going to hit 24 because in my head, midnight was like 24 hours. I was like, well, no, of course it wasn't. I set off at 5. Like, it was so strange.
Yeah, trying to work out the timings and everything else. Yeah.
And I'd worked out perfectly in my mind that, it's going to be 25 hours. And I was like, well, I've only got 2 miles to go now. How's that work? But yeah, it was just so funny. And like, I guess the bits on your own is like hard, isn't it? Because you are solo. But I had loads of support, really.
Yeah.
Do you know, before I finished, did I tell you, I looked at fastest time?
No.
It was Jarlath McKenna, right? So, he's won the 100.
Yeah, he's won 100, yeah.
Yeah, absolute beast. And I was like, I wonder what time it is, this fastest on time. And he'd done it in 12 and a half hours. Self-supported. So, stopped at streams.
Just legged it.
But I don't understand it. And he'd done it in 12 and a half because he set off at midnight or something daft.
So he's only had a few hours.
Yeah, so he could get the bus back to Carlisle and the train home in that day.
That's mental.
Yeah, it makes you think, what am I doing? What's the point?
But he's probably reckoned it, and
he's beast, isn't he?
If he's done it in the past 10 years, he's been running ridiculous times, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Like what? I think he did the 50 in. I mean, it was sub 8. I'm sure it was sub
Was
8.
it the 50?
He definitely won the 50.
Insane.
And I'm sure he then went on to do the 100 as well.
Yeah.
I just can't think of what time he'd done it in.
Yeah.
But it was definitely sub 8 for the.
It was ludicrous, mate. You're moving so fast there. And like, I think it was.
On your own as well.
Yeah.
Just filling up from.
Yeah, just filling
But
up.
he's probably reckoned it. He knows exactly where he's marked off.
Yeah.
Where the wall is going to be.
And them climbs in out to him either as well.
No, he's legging it, isn't he? He's just legging it.
Yeah, no, it's absolutely mental, mate. Absolutely mental. But yeah, came into Bonus and Solway, pitch black. And it's weird, like the wall sort of ends in like down like the back of an alley, down the little side. So they were at the end, but they were at the top of this hill, and I was like, nah, it's down here. So I went down, went to finish it, and then I went back and I went round the alley and went up to them to sort of officially finish it. Yeah, and then they were like, okay, let's go back down now to the end. So I had to come back down. But yeah, to be fair, generally like could not have done it without that support. Like the van was just amazing to have there.
Yeah, like I say, not needing to carry as much of what you normally need to.
Loads of water, like were just there, and like they sorted us right out really. So it was nice, and like we've talked about Land's End, haven't we? Where Wallace Cycles had finished it. It was like anticlimax, but with them being there, I was like, this is class, like amazing. And then
you need that there because, like I say, if you'd have just done that and gone, sound.
Yeah,
and then you're literally just getting changed and going to bed, aren't you?
Yeah.
That is it. Have a potato, go to bed.
Have a potato, yeah. But like, I quite liked, I guess, about the route that it was like a point to point across the country.
Yeah.
Like that felt like a bit of an achievement in itself, and it wasn't like a.
Yeah, because if you look at your Strava map, it's a bit ridiculous, isn't it?
It's brilliant.
Because if you do a loop, it looks like a big loop, but they don't look massive.
Yeah.
Where, like I say, a straight line across is, you've done that distance.
Just one big line, mate. Yeah. So 21:47, which is the longest I've ever been out for. By well, to be fair, the arc was like 14 and a half hours. It took me ages.
Yeah, but like I said, we've gone through it before. January, bad weather, muddy as hell. Do you know that?
I mean, like time. You know what I mean? Like time. And now, and I guess it does give you a bit of like confidence to say, well, because that's what I would say. I said to like Fran and that, I was like, I'm actually quite surprised what your body can do, because I wasn't like, I thought if I'm up 24 hours I'll be falling asleep running, but I was awake. I mean, probably not as alert as I thought I would be. And I guess so when it comes to like the 100 stuff and you're going through night one, are you not like are you not sleepy? Do you know what I mean? Is it not like
I was sleeping more mid-morning. In the second day. So you've gone through the first night. But with me, I do night shifts quite a lot to an extent.
Yeah.
So that getting to 5-6 o'clock in the morning working through a night is never really too bad. It was then I found it difficult when you came to like 10-11 o'clock.
Right.
Sun was out a little bit. It was quite warm. You'd just done your night. You still having to move, and that was like coming into Dalemain sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's where I obviously started struggling with it. I mean, but it was then the second night where I was like, I should have slept.
Yeah.
Should have slept earlier on.
Do most people have a sleep on that 100?
Some people do, yeah, but it's more like when you get to the point where you look at Dalemain. Are you really sleeping at Dalemain?
No.
Next one's Howtown. Like that's not a checkpoint to be sleeping at, is it? And then you've got Mardale Head. Like no one wants to sleep there. Kentmere, I don't know where you would sleep there.
Yeah.
And then next one is Ambleside, where I know you can sleep in the church. But then if you're at 89 Mile, if you've got plenty of time, you could have 3-4 hours there and crack on again.
Yeah.
'Cause I think a lot of people have done that and moved faster.
It must be hard though, getting up and like
and going again.
Yeah.
But in London though, like I said, I think Scott might have done it last year,
like a
or
bench
year
or something.
before, and I think he felt better from it.
Yeah.
No, it was Ian that had done it. He slept at Ambleside. He had about 2-3 hours, and he said he did it in like 4 hours. That next section,
Yeah, felt fresh.
on the under, felt fresh from it.
Fair play.
So yeah, I think it's worth it, but you never do it on Adrian's Wall, like.
No, but that was the one thing that did me that I was generally like, well, I wonder if you do get that like sort of sleepiness, because I must admit, like as soon as I got in the van, I was like, oh yeah, I'm tired now.
Yeah.
Like, and obviously at that point I've been up 24 hours, so.
But you can switch off then though.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, isn't it?
Until you know you're done, you cannot literally switch off.
Yeah.
But does it make you? Do you know when we were doing the interview at Dalemain when I was doing the 100?
Yeah.
And my response was just a bit like, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've experienced that a little bit now in terms of like that sort of frame of mind where you kind of know what's going on, but anyway, like I said with the cars and whatever, there's just something that's just not working.
Yeah, it's weird,
quite
isn't it?
right. You kind of think you're with it, but something's just not there. Which, like I say, it's like food, like water, whatever.
Something,
it might be.
innit? Yeah, it's so strange, innit? And I had the GoPro with me, and like I did bits, and then I got it out, and it was like, yeah, battery's dead because you've been filming for an hour in your pocket. So I was like, lost it all. But it's just me and Simon like just talking absolute nonsense. I keep going, follow the acorn, mate, because it was just like an acorn side for Asian's Wall. It's just me. He must be doing his head in.
But that gets you through it, though.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Follow the acorn.
So I kept saying, mate, honestly, it's so funny. But yeah, but I was saying at the end of it, like looking at it, I filled up every time we stopped with water. So I must have had a good 10 litres maybe, well probably more, of like water and Tailwind and that, and we had like a big bottle of Coke as well. We're smashing through that, and then gel wise I had a mix of like, well, Precision because it's dead easy to get down.
Yeah.
Luckily we'd just got some Protein Rebel stuff, so I smashed some of them down, and I had the Aqua gels. I think that was it for gels though. Just mixed them 3 up.
Well, because the Aqua ones are dead easy to get in, aren't they? That's the thing with them.
Yeah, I had them quite like when I was struggling. Really,
yeah,
it's just like a drink, innit?
They go in and like sometimes they're a bit sweet, aren't they?
Yeah.
But you're not having to get it down.
It's quick, innit?
It's quick, and if you have a bit of water after that, it's gone. It's done.
Yeah. And then Precision blocks were what I were eating. Really, I went through a lot of them as well.
What they like them? I've just
had them?
To be fair, they've been at post office like 2 weeks. I've just ordered like 4 of them.
Oh yeah. Did I not give you? I thought I gave you a block.
Lime and thingy. Precision.
The Precision 30-gram blocks.
I might have
maybe
stashed somewhere then.
I can't remember, but yeah, they are good then because
nice.
Because it's 30 grams and it's actually like you're eating something, but it's just like a Turkish delight, mate. It's great. Yeah. I think they're really good.
And it is the same as a gel, isn't it?
Same amount down and just dead easy to scoff. So yeah, no, they were good, but I'd have loved to have had the bag of gels at the end to be like, that's what it took. Yeah. Because to be fair,
trail.
Yeah. Don't litter. Take nothing but memories. No, leave nothing but footprints. Take nothing but pictures.
We'd always tease me.
Yeah, follow the Protein Rebel sachets. But yeah, at the end I was like, oh, so much. But then I also was saying like to the family that were there, I was like, I actually did feel that I was always moving. Like, you know, even doing 13, 14 minute miling at the end, like I didn't ever want to be at that death march point. Well, mate, to be fair, you have terrified me with the 100 when you pretty much walk from like Mardale Head.
Yeah, which is, you don't want it, do you? You don't want it. But I think it shows on the other side though, you didn't want it, you fueled well and you moved at the the right pace for
Yeah.
the distance you were doing.
Was it a feeling thing with that? Were you then where you just had to march at him?
Yeah, the more
I think it was.
it's tough to, yeah. The more I look at it, and there was one point where in between like Dockery and Dalemain, I remember just having one packet of peanuts.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
nothing.
like 10 miles, but that
nothing.
was over a stage of like probably 2.5 hours. And you think you're getting it in by having a sip of water and doing this, you'd be like, oh, let's have something at Dalemain, but nowhere near enough.
No.
But I don't know. Remember what I had in terms of? I don't think I had that many gels.
Yeah.
I think I had bits at checkpoints, but bar that, I don't think I had much.
Yeah, but that's the other thing, though, isn't it? As well, you forget.
You literally forget with it.
So much,
Yeah.
so many times. I was like, have I had a gel there 20 minutes ago? I can't remember. Well, I'll have another. Or like,
Because you're moving so slow on the trails, though, in terms of it goes quicker the time that you need to have another gel. Because you don't just have a gel in 10 seconds and it's gone. You might take 5 minutes to have a gel. So you've already eaten into that next period of where you're building up to the next gel weight. So it comes around pretty quick.
exactly that. So yeah, ultimately, mate, we ended up, we were on BBC Radio Lancashire, mate.
How was that?
Absolutely killing me, you are.
How was it?
It was funny, yeah. I mean,
Nervous or not?
well, fine, and then like it's the way they do it is weird. And were you not in the studio in Preston?
How did with my mum in Blackburn it was?
But you were in the studio, weren't you?
Yeah.
So obviously that would be more nerve wracking, I think, because you're actually sat with somebody.
Yeah.
Whereas I was just on the phone. And
right.
Yeah, it was weird. He sort of rang up and he was like, "Hey mate, I'm going to put you through in a minute. You'll just hear the radio." And then they'll start talking to you, which was just dead weird.
I think that's worse.
Yeah, maybe.
I think that's worse because at least like you're having a conversation with someone, aren't you?
Yeah.
We're not phone. You're just having a random phone call with some random.
Oh, so funny. And they're like, "Hello, hiya." But you're just like, "Hello." But then it was me and Jen, so that helped. It wasn't just me on my own. But, they were good, and they were dead nice on the radio, like, and they said loads of dead nice stuff. So it was lovely, and it was just good to raise awareness for the charity and stuff. And then in the end, so we're pretty much finished with a fundraising. We won't probably. I think the pay's open for a little bit.
Yeah.
It kind of closes, doesn't it? But like £2,668, which mate, honestly. Because we set off with a target like, it'd be nice to raise £1,000 for it, but it just got loads of traction, and we've had some like really good donations, so it's made it worth it. I mean, like, hard than it doing the charity thing, like, because you feel like a bit of a dick saying like, can you do you want to try?
But you've, I think this year it's like if you was going armed doing 450-mile races, it'd have been a bit different where you've kind of done different races it's not in ideal conditions as well. And then you've gone and done 86 miles. Yeah. So in terms of, like, you've stepped up a level for the charity. Yeah. So I think it's quite a good way you've done it. It's not like you've not done anything you've done before. You've gone past that level that you've done, which we've always said you probably feel bad because you're asking for money because it's something you enjoy doing, but you've actually gone to another level. Yeah, for what you've done before, so you definitely deserve the charity money that you've been donated for that reason. Yeah, thank you. So next time you do it, mate, it's got to be more than 86. It's got to be 100. I know, horrendous. So that it sort of culminated into that run, but like and that's what I said, to be fair. We asked about it on the radio. I was like, well, it had to be something that I'd never done before, and was something that was going to like push us to the absolute, I guess, limit for me, definitely. But the hard thing is, I was talking to Swifty about this. I was like, the hard thing is about being in these sort of circles of like our running community, let's call it, is that everyone's doing something mental. So you'd be like, I feel like, well, I can't complain when Alex is doing his 400, or like, someone's just gone and done a Bob Graham or a double Bob Graham. So like, it just makes you I don't know what the right word is, but you sort of like think, oh, it's not that big a deal. But then you go into like, I guess, normal people like at work who are like, that's mental that you've done. If you're saying 86 miles someone, I don't care who you are. It's a long way. And it's a long way. But I think the people that have done that distance appreciate more how tough it is to do that distance than the people that don't actually know, because they've not actually done it. Yeah. So it's hard to put yourself in that position when you've not actually done something. But those that have done it, they know how tough it is. Yeah. I know how difficult 86 miles is. It's a long way, and I don't care if that's 1 foot of elevation or 10,000 feet. That distance on its own is a good distance.
Yeah.
Like from here to Birmingham, essentially, isn't it?
Well, you know what? It's
From-
back here to Carlisle.
Yeah.
So like, I was on the way home.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I think it was 89. I was like, yeah. So essentially, like, we've like ran home.
Yeah.
Carlisle,
Well, you look at one of the Land's End John Groats routes. You've
Yeah.
done a day of running it instead of biking it, haven't you?
Yeah, yeah. Oh no, it's heavy, mate. But honestly, mate, newfound respect for anybody that is even thinking about stepping up to the 100. I'm just like, fair play, because climbing is different, and obviously as well, the distance is almost another marathon on top of it. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
fair play,
Yeah.
fair play. Not for me.
No. Like I've said after this one, however this one goes, whether I finish it or not, then I won't be doing another distance above a 50 miler.
50's nice now in my head.
Of course it is, yeah. But I think speaking to Keith, it's got me to the point where it's like my strength isn't within the longer distance.
Yeah.
I enjoy the shorter stuff to an extent, the marathons,
Yep.
even the 55Ks and that. I think they're a good day out. They're challenging, but you're not out for weeks. And you can train from pretty steadily.
How funny though that you've got to this point in your life where you're like, I prefer the shorter distances, and you're talking about 55.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Again, this is what I mean. It's
Yeah.
like the circle, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
it's mental, really.
yeah.
But yeah, like I said, I don't think I will encourage you to do the 100 just because if you're not up for doing it,
Yeah.
then like I wouldn't want someone on my side going, "Oh, you need to do that 100."
Yeah.
Well, I don't actually like enjoy doing that distance. Yeah, but you need to do it. Like, well, you don't need to do it.
Yeah.
It really is. If you went and did an 100K and you wanted to do something that's 70 miles,
Yeah.
with some elevation in it, I think that would be a better option than going to an 100 mile with 23,000 feet.
Yeah.
And but at the end of the day, if you don't want to do it, don't do it.
That's it, innit?
Don't
That's
do
it.
it.
But
Don't do
like,
it because like no one really cares. Because if you went and did an 100K, oh my god, he's doing 100K.
Yeah.
They're like, it's still the same if you're doing a 50 mile. Like UTS this year, it was 55K, but
Yeah.
it's still UTS twice up Snowdon.
Yeah.
They've still got all the challenges within them. It doesn't have to be distance, does it?
No, absolutely.
It
Yeah,
doesn't have to be.
It's just like you said, and I think it's more like yourself that thinks about that than nobody else thinks about that.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
it's what you're doing is like, yeah. Mate,
And what you said before, though, with in terms of recovery with it, the recovery when you're doing these silly distances, it's just like if you enjoy running, you enjoy training, you're taking out the running and the training because you're just recovering half the time from some of these ridiculous things you're doing.
Yeah.
As a one-off, go for it, and a challenge if you want to tick it off. But if you don't physically want to do it and you're not willing to commit 12 months of your life to train for it, then don't bother.
Well, like
Don't
you
bother.
said, with like, you know, with UTS, I could have done with an extra week. I think had an extra week would have been nice. When I had a 3 week gap. But like, mate, I've just been shattered since since March. It's just been awful. But like, even that, like I said to you when you came in, you know, like we like running. So okay, well, go and do this 100 miler, and now you can't really run now for like until 3 weeks time until you're anywhere back to normal. So
Yeah, and you never know what's actually going to go on over that. This is like the 86 you've done. You've still until you did it, you didn't know you was going to do it. In the sense of your knee might go, your ankle might go, your leg might just stop working. You don't actually know.
No.
Which does make that achievement good at the end of it.
Yeah.
But it's a slow process in terms of recovering properly and then going again for something they actually do want to do.
Yeah. Well, I can't shift now, me. I can't shift. It's been a week, hasn't it?
You've got to change it over completely, haven't you?
Yeah. And like, you know, that stuck with me, which was hilarious at the time because I don't think he knew I was doing it. But like when Keith was like, "Your body is destroyed now."
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man.
What are you doing next? Nothing.
Nothing. Just chilling now. How long for? Just another week. Yeah, no. But listen, you got to listen to that, haven't you? You know, these are people at the top end of the game that are like, listen, you're going to be destroyed after that, whether you even feel it or not. You know, like your HRV, like your variabilities, is a thing, isn't it? Where, and that's been quite low. I've noticed that, and I think that's just recovery.
It's just recovery.
Like, shattered,
we're doing the distance with it. But when Keith was on about it, I look at from the step up from doing the 100 and then chasing the 50 every year. Like for 3 years now, I've not had a good run of being fit. I've probably had 4 or 5 months I'll get injured again, 4 or 5 months get injured, and it's all because pretty much Lakeland I've been chasing that since 22 now, so this is the 4th year of doing it. Is it 4th year, 5th year? 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, or 5th year?
5th, yeah.
5th year with it. And I think we discussed it last time in terms of when we were cycling and we were running and being nice and easy with it, going to gym, we had that kind of strength already there. Since I've dropped off that and just started running, I've just got more injuries, more injuries, and I just can't get back to it properly. I get to a point where I think I'm somewhere near, and then because these distances are classed as normal distances, you don't think anything about it. But running marathons,
but you're basically doing back-to-back marathons now, aren't you? Because you did that last week, and now you're doing a marathon.
Same again with it now. And realistically, if I wasn't with this 100, if I wasn't doing it with the charity side of things and the haircut happening, like, I don't think I would be doing it. Like, I genuinely, I thought about it last week. I've done like a video and I'm just ranting, going, I don't even want to do this 100. I'm 20 miles in. Why the hell am I bothering? But if I don't do it, and I don't get round it, I really don't know when I'm going to get my haircut, right? And I can't carry on with not having my haircut. So I need to go and do the 100. I need to finish it, and I need to train for a marathon that I enjoy doing, and put it to bed.
Yeah, just get it, boss.
And get me hair shaped and crack on. I've raised my charity money. I've done what I need to do and carry on with normal life. Then.
It still goes on now, though, doesn't it, mate? It's still going on. I want you to be like United Strand. Like,
but that's why I need to do. If I don't do the 100, like, that is probably the hardest race, but it's probably the easiest one in terms of PBing.
You've got to PB that.
You've got to PB, but if I go in there with the right mindset, and like Dan Biggs, for example, he does it in 38, 39 hours. He walks up the first hill and walks down the first hill. You know, like, if I can have that approach of going, it's going to be a day and a half out, 2 days, enjoy it, get round, beat your PB, and just, it is what it is.
Yeah, because really, like, you're 100 mile, right? So outside of that, what's the longest distance you've done race-wise outside of the 100?
It'd be 50 miles.
So you can't race it, mate, because you don't really know what it's about, like, apart from the one you've had.
Yeah, and that wasn't the best.
Round,
Just get round. But I'm not even in a point where, if I'd done Boston and then I kicked on from that and I was at a pace where I was like, do you know what, I'm actually really doing really well. But I'm not, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
So I need to just change that mindset, which you said before, ego. I struggle so much in turning that round. Like, I struggled last week thinking I could set off at a pace that I didn't think it was that fast, and I couldn't hold it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, why do you think you could hold it anyway? Because you're nowhere near as fit as what you think you are.
Yeah.
So who am I to think that I could chase Sophie down over 33 miles when she's running better than me? She's faster than me.
Yeah. It's mental.
Just stupidity.
Yeah, because that's it, innit? How many times we have this conversation? Like, you know, it's about yourself, innit? Like, when you get into these mindsets where you're like, oh, I want to catch up with that person or whatever it is, it's just going to damage you, innit? Because you know where you're at, don't you?
Yeah, I know where I'm at now. And so, really, the point now is, so Coniston's tomorrow. If I could go around that and pace that well in terms of just nice steady pace, if it takes me 4.5, 5 hours, and I can accept that, then I think I've taken a nice stride towards the 100.
Yeah.
If I get up there and my ego takes over again, I try and run 8-minute miles at the first 4 miles, and then it just completely goes downhill, and I'm having a little moan and stuff, then I've literally not gained anything.
Yeah.
And I just don't listen. It's hard to listen to yourself, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. Yeah, it is
because you repeat yourself. Like, you know this, don't you?
You know, and then it comes to it, and it's like something happens. It's like, man, I'm just going to do it anyway.
That's what we always laugh at, don't we? Because we always say
it's just stupid.
It's better. We used to say such a way, didn't we? Like, oh, when you set off, like, don't go mental. But then we're always like, but you do kind of have to go set off like a bit of a dick, don't you? You have to go for it, don't you? Yeah, it's a tough one, man. It's not far off. It's not far. So you've got to sort your head out.
48 days,
mate. You're good at PB at that 100. Like, you're good at
but yes, in theory. But like I said, I was 20 miles in at Ullswater last week, and my knee started hurting just from coming down hills.
Okay.
And what were it, 5,000
so
feet,
far, man.
4,500 feet, and that's why I was like, I don't think I'm physically, even if I could walk round it, like, do I want to drag my knee around again for another 105 mile? Do I actually need this? Do I want to do it? And
you know
what it's going to come down to.
Yeah, it is. Because even me saying that, like, oh, you've got a PB, all I'm basically saying is but you still have to get around the 105 miles. It's not just as simple as, oh, you'll do it quicker because you have to.
Because
it's if you finish it.
That first 65 might be slower, and my last 40 might be quicker, but it's still not. It might not be as quick as what it was 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And that's the scary thing, mate.
It is, mate, and it's that. But that's the dauntingness of the I don't know if that's a word, but of the distance that you're doing, isn't it? You know, you're stepping up, which is brave. Anyway, like I said before, after doing that, mate, I'm like, anybody stepping up to a 100-mile distance has got absolute respect for me. It's absolutely insane. I just can't get my head around it. But getting through it, mate, is tough in itself. And what's the finish rate? It's not high, is it? It's not really. It's not like a
50-50, 60-40, depending on the conditions and stuff like that.
Just follow Dan Biggs round.
I'm just going to stick with him.
Slap him up all the hills, mate.
Me and Biggs.
He's getting it. So it'll soon be upon us, mate. A couple of little specials coming up.
It's soon going to be here. We're back in June, aren't we?
I know.
Already.
It's year 3 for the Brig Boys at official podcasters.
Yeah.
Of going into the third time, wasn't it?
Third time, yeah.
Whilst we've had
And Young Arts Run Free.
Them boys.
Have they been in touch yet? What?
No, yeah.
They'll be,
just had a little
boy
chat. Yeah, I don't know what to talk about though, mate. Just me moaning about distance. Never doing it again.
That'd be good. That and World Cup's coming up as well. And I know they've like a bit of banter on that, don't they? So.
Well, last time Euros, did Scotland score a goal in the end? I think that was like the joke I was having with Scottish lads I know from footy.
Yeah, are
you even going to score a goal? What's the point in you being there?
Especially
just on the wind-up.
Brazilian group as well. But I think they've got, is it Haiti? I think I'm sure they've got them in the group as well. So that's the one where I think they can actually, if they win that game.
Yeah, well, if you win a group game.
Because I think you can get through on third place, can't you?
Yeah,
the best third place, something like that. That's what happens when you've got like 72 teams.
Yeah, only like 4 go out of groups.
I saw something there with the, so the 2 stats, it was something like the people that have won the World Cup, they've only ever won it with the nationality of the manager, which I didn't actually know that. Yeah. And then I was looking at like the top goal scorers for it, so it's had Miroslav Klose, blah blah. Yeah. Mbappe was up there with like 19, so he's only 3 off. But I was like, well, these games now they're playing against, they could be playing against Haiti. Like, like the records don't really count the same anymore.
No, because even Klose, I remember he scored 4, didn't he, in the game, and that was why.
Yeah, it was just it's a bit. I think it's a bit false, really. But off those stats, so Brazil ain't going to win it because they've got Ancelotti as manager, and we've got Thomas Tuchel. So we aren't going to win it. If it goes off the stats of the previous managers, Brazil or England ain't going to win it. It's going to be France or Italy. Well, Italy, aren't it?
I was going to say
Holland, baby. Holland.
Yeah, England, mate. He's a tournament manager. Tuchel, mate. Coming home.
I'd love him to change it.
Oh dear.
To be fair, I'm looking forward to watching the football. But I think it's the first year as an adult where I've kind of gone, there's no real chance for us winning it.
Yeah.
And it's quite a nice feeling, the sense of there's no pressure there. There's no like, oh, we could get there. But I know as soon as that first game starts and the goal goes in, it's right, it's coming home.
You'd be pumped, mate. Where were we? We went to Leyland, that like dead rough pub.
Euros, weren't it?
Yeah.
Italy, weren't it? Italy.
Yeah. We're in COVID as well. We had to get like drinks to the table.
Yeah, bring what, 20. What year was that?
2020.
Because did it get delayed?
What year are we on?
2020, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be in 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will.
Or did it get delayed?
Oh,
21?
yeah, it was 21 then.
21.
Yeah, it was. You're right. Yeah, getting pints onto the table. Hilarious,
that country country went a bit mad, didn't it?
Oh, lunatics. Brilliant, wasn't it?
Great. To be fair, the best thing is we actually got to celebrate a goal.
Yeah, it was class,
because some games you never get celebrated here with that.
So
at least we got one.
Oh, it was mega, mate. It was mega. Right, well, listen, mate. You enjoy Coniston Marathon. And just remember what you said. Well, you don't remember what anyone else has said, mate. Just remember what you said. You said these things.
I'm going to look at the if I can get there for the challenge, it just means setting off well early to get there.
Yeah.
But if we go and do the challenge just on my own, I can just plod around that.
Yeah.
No need to get caught up about it. I can get it done a little bit earlier.
Don't worry about it, mate. You let other people worry about themselves.
But you, which it is, isn't it? But on your side though, mate, 86 mile, it's a next step up in it. 36 miles more than you've ever done.
Yeah.
Which is a big percentage if you look at the increase with it.
It's a chunk, innit? It's a chunk.
Were you, after the 50 mile, were you like, oh, the first I've done? Was there a bit of it as in like, right, this first I've run here sort of thing?
Yeah, I think I got to 50 and I was with Si and I was like, right, unknown territory now from this stage, mate. Like, let's see what we've got here. And then I'm glad you were there. I'd said that to him. I said, no, the biggest thing I'd really appreciate is someone there between like the 45 and 50, 55.
Yeah,
because then,
over,
then I can move on then and accept it. And then when I had a marathon to go, I was like, okay, let's just do it.
I think it's mental because it's still a marathon.
Oh, no, it's far.
And a trail marathon. It's not like you're on road, you can just kind of plod along with it. You're on a trail marathon.
It's funny, isn't it? You had, I was like, well, the whole thing, 3 marathons and a bit, but like, that's quite far.
It's very far. It's very far. I don't think it doesn't sink in straight away, does it?
Definitely not.
Until a bit of fatigue comes in.
Yeah.
Then it's like, oh, shit.
Yeah. Awful. I've got a bit of footage, mate, so I'll stick a little YouTube in.
Put that, I want to see the hour in your pocket.
Oh, mate, it's hilarious. God knows what we're talking about. Yeah, I was just watching a few bits, just dead funny. Just me going, go on, let's do this bit. I try to run a little bit, just making noises.
But it's good that, like I say, with a bit of footage where you can actually get it on YouTube and you've got something to look back on.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not looking back on other people's videos. You can look back at yourself and go, yeah, that was a dark moment. That.
Yeah.
But I think it's quite good looking at yourself back in terms of how you react to stuff. Because, like I said, last week on Ullswater, I was fuming. You could tell I was just ranting for only a couple of minutes. But I was like, what is the point?
Yeah.
But I wasn't necessarily fatigued or under fuel drive. It was just the fact that I was like just furious over nothing.
Annoyed.
But it happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It
happens.
does.
Especially when you're on your own.
Oh, mate, head's hilarious, isn't it, on your own? So funny.
I
will literally...
Did you ever shout at any point on your own?
I wouldn't... No,
I
wouldn't.
think I did it under, but I just went, because no one's there, are they?
I did that when I did Scotland on my own bike.
Yeah.
But it was funny because I come to this like hedgehog and I said to these, I said, I saw a hedgehog. They're like, oh yeah, we drove past that. But I was like, hey mate, what are you doing? Come on, get in that mud. I just chatted like, and I think it's a bit mental, innit, what you're doing.
Yeah, but you spent a lot of time just moving about. So
gotta get involved, don't you?
Yeah, because if you're doing that just normally,
it's
you
weird.
just shop and you walk back and you're having a chat with hedgehog, they'd be like, who the fuck's this guy?
Yeah, stay positive. What you got to do, innit? And the good thing is, again, probably ego was like bang in the middle. Some woman saw us running. She was like, where are you running from? And I was like, oh, Walls. And she was like, I thought that's mental. That. And it was like quite nice just to have a bit of someone just saying, that's absolutely mental. I hope you raise money for charity. I said, yeah, they'll hopefully finish tonight. So yeah, it's just nice, some bits. Interactions are important, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, because like I say, you're not really getting on a race. You're getting it more
all
often
the way,
than not. But like I say, on your own, just in the middle of nowhere, you're kind of not, are you?
No, not at all. Well, like you said, you get in car and go home. That's it. Never again. Anyway, mate.
Every credit though, because I think we've only just hit June, haven't we? So from May, you've done quite a few ultras so far.
Yeah.
Probably the most you've.
Because I've now done more ultras than I've done marathons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've just literally just doubled that within the space of a few months.
Yeah. But no, it's quiet now, I think, until Lakeland. Just take it easy a little bit.
Enjoy it again, can't you?
Yeah. But the mad thing is, I'm on less miles than I was last year at this point.
Because
it's just been big.
What Keith said, weren't it? You lose the miles in terms of you're not training.
Yeah.
You're racing, but you're not training.
Yeah. Shattered, mate.
But it happens all. Like, I've not done it now, but I've just started doing long runs. I've turned into Pete Battersby. I'll just do a long run and drag myself around. It's a joke.
Bacon butty. Pre-race. Right, my brother.
To be fair, since I've started doing that, mate, I've not PB'd.
That's it.
They used to work. The bacon butties used to work.
Utter nonsense, mate. Utter nonsense. I'm going to get kicked out by all the nutritionists we've had on, mate.
It did, though. It did. Bacon
But whatever works, mate. Whatever works.
But I think it's because I went in, once I'd had it, and a banana and that, I was actually full before a race. Like, I felt like I had something to eat. Well, I have my cereal now, and I don't feel like satisfied from it.
Yeah, fair enough, mate.
I think I might just have to go back.
We have to go back.
Do that tomorrow and then set off at 6 minute mile for a mile.
Straight in, mate. After all this discussion
just completely ignore every little bit of it.
Mate, just don't listen to your bads, mate. Just hammer it. See what happens. Hold on.
No, I'm there. I can't hold on.
Anyway, well, good luck tomorrow.
Yeah.
Enjoy it.
Enjoy.
Good to catch up.
And well done.
This is my June, mate. It's back.
This is your June. June is back.
Right, mate. Take it easy.
See you later. See you soon. See you soon.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna